Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all this evening to our annual induction into the Iota Omega chapter of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society. Please know that this is a privilege to be invited to join. It is by invitation only, and I am so pleased to welcome you all and to offer you my congratulations. We're going to begin the evening tonight with Dr. Marion Farrell, who is going to speak with you about the history of Sigma Theta Tau. Dr. Farrell?
I'm just checking to see if they're up there. There's only 200 PowerPoints, so we should be done soon, okay? You know, I can't help myself. So we're really going to get started now, and the whole idea of Sigma itself, it is such an honor for all of you to be inducted into this International Nursing Honor Society. And I don't know that you appreciate the fullness of it, but it certainly is a privilege and an honor to do so. The other piece is that the individual nurses who started Sigma Theta Tau were just ordinary people like the rest of us. And sometimes we think that those people are just like somebody that has special powers. But they were 6 ordinary women who decided that there needed to be a society that could actually promote the research that nurses were doing, as well as their ability to actually care for individuals. So when we look at 1922, that's just, almost 100 years ago, they were at Indiana University Training School, and just by the title, you can see that training was where the education of nurses were at the time. People were trained to be a nurse. They were not educated, but they were trained to be a nurse. Sigma itself became incorporated into 1985, and so that's a long time afterwards. It is a nonprofit organization. The organizational mission is to support learning, right, and also knowledge, but also professional development. So even that this is your kind of inauguration into the induction of the Honor Society, the hope is that you will continue with your membership and use it as an ability to continue to develop in your professional role. Nurses who belong to Sigma are committed, right? They're committed to making a difference in health worldwide. So it's not in the local community. There are so many members that it would be difficult, depending on where you go after graduation, not to find an organization that has a local chapter for you to belong to. The purpose of Sigma is to acknowledge superior achievement in the individuals who are inducted, to look at the development of leadership qualities, to foster high standards, to encourage creative work, and to strengthen the commitment to ideals and purposes of the profession. Membership is by invitation only, all right? It's based upon your academic performance. When you're looking at baccalaureate and graduate nursing students, we also have individuals in the community who are invited to join. Students that demonstrate excellence in scholarship, and to nurse leaders who exhibit exceptional achievements in nursing. And so that's why it's important to look at the community and invite individuals to join Sigma. Our local chapter is Iota Omega, right? And so, again, if you were to look for events coming up, you would look at Sigma Theta Tau, and then you would look for the chapter Iota Omega. So just a thought about the 6 women who started it. It began with 1 chapter, 6 members. The first person is Mary Tollwright, and there's a lot of information up there. She graduated from the University of Indiana Training School in 1923. She worked as a private duty nurse. She worked as a volunteer, as an instructor for the American Red Cross. But what she did is what we all do as nurses. You know, we work within the communities and we're trying to make the health better in each community we live in. Edith Moore Copeland, again from the Indiana University School of Nursing, she was an industrial nurse. And sometimes we forget about nurses who actually work in industries. So they are the nurse that is there when an accident happens, but they're also there to ensure the health of the workers who are employed in that agency. She also volunteered in the Peace Corps. Marie Hoppensteele Lingman, she was a general duty nurse. She was an OB supervisor. She was an office nurse. So again, looking at their short CVs here, there's nothing that's outstanding. And I think that's important when you're looking at Sigma, is that it is a group of nurses who are looking to uphold what Sigma is all about. We have Elizabeth Belford, and again, she served as the director on boards of San Diego's Neighbor House, Francis Parker School, Children's Home, Dodson Home for the Aged. She volunteered at St. Paul's Episcopal Church, again, part of the community in which she lived. Elizabeth Miller was a public health nurse. She conducted field research, and she worked for the public health department. She did travel around a little bit, and so some of her work went down into Miami. She also received the Distinguished Lecturer Award in her honor. Dorothy Adams worked as an administrator and a director of a school of nursing. Ethel Palmer Clark served as the director of the Indiana University Training School from 1915 to 1932. And she's significant because she's the one who kind of gathered those individuals together and was very much a part of the startup for Sigma Theta Tau. So if you were on the website, you might have decided to purchase a pin. I have my pin on for Sigma. And it's really important to look at it, just like your nursing pin. There's significance to each piece that's on the actual plate of the pin. So the coat of arms that's on the pin for Sigma expresses the ideals of society. And again, in today's world, your presence as a nurse will be incredibly important no matter where you're working. The lamp depicts the knowledge. The pillars of stone denote professional endeavors and strengths of knowledge. The eye, and yes, there is an eye there, it represents wisdom and discernment. And the 6 stars recognize the founders of Sigma. There's a scroll of letters there, and the scroll represents learning, and the letters on the scroll, Sigma Theta Tau, are the first 4 letters of the Greek words love, courage, and honor. So when we look around and we look at the members who participate in Sigma, we're looking at clinicians, we're looking at researchers, consultants, administrators, educators. It's a wonderful group of individuals. And it's certainly, again, a privilege. And anytime that you have a privilege, you need to continue to, give back. And I think that's what part of Sigma Theta Tau does. Milestones are important because it kind of gives us a sense of particularly what's happening in nursing. And usually educational societies like Sigma will reflect that. I had an opportunity to be actually out at Sigma headquarters in Indiana, and it was just phenomenal. So Virginia Henderson, you might remember from early on in your nursing courses, she has the International Nursing Library named after her because of the presence and the commitment that she made to nursing early on. Starting back in 1936, we have the first nursing research scholarship. We have in 1967, the scholarship journal itself. So its image, Sigma Theta Tau National Honor Society of Nursing. In 1974, the permanent home for Sigma was established, and in 1975, there was a newsletter that as a member you should receive. 1989, we're looking at the permanent home at the International Center for Nursing Scholarship, and in 1994, we have the World Views on Evidence-Based Nursing. So important to look, and you hear the words that you've been hearing, throughout your education here at the university. Right now, there's more than 130,000 active members, and there's membership in 85 countries. So it is an international organization. We want to look at experiencing the membership to really celebrate your achievements, your commitments to excellence. When we look at community, we're looking at experiencing nursing through relationships with colleagues around the world. And in service, we're looking to balance your professional pursuits, and knowledge solutions enhance your professional growth. So we're looking at a global community of nurses. We're looking at knowledge, learning, and service. And the whole idea here is that you design your membership. So you get to do as much with it as you want to, but I encourage everybody to do as much as you possibly can. So I just want to check the membership. So do you think you could stand and you could read so that you could accept the membership? There you go. So I accept membership in Sigma Theta Tau International, and I pledge to fulfill its commitment to nursing excellence, knowledge, service, and leadership throughout my career. All right, you can be seated, thank you. Where your journey takes you, it's going to be phenomenal. All right, been in nursing over 40 years. I've never had a day that I was bored. And so I hope that you have the best career possible. And the last thing up there should be some congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Farrell. Next, our Sigma Theta Tau president, Lauren Burke. She's the president of our Iota Omega chapter. She has a videotaped message for you that we will see now on the screen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Lauren Burke, and I am the Vice President of Sigma Theta Tau at the University of Scranton's Iota Omega chapter, and I am also a recent graduate of the University of Scranton's class of 2020. I just want to start off by saying congratulations on being inducted, and congratulations on your upcoming graduation. This is such an exciting time for all of you guys. I remember I was sitting in your spot not too long ago, a year and a half ago, and I was so proud of myself for being inducted into Sigma Theta Tau. You know, everyone talks about the Nursing Honor Society and the nursing program. So when I was finally inducted, I was like, wow, I finally made it, since it was a goal of mine to be inducted from freshman year. Sigma Theta Tau was the first and still is the only honor society of nursing. So it's a great accomplishment to be inducted. And it's just a testament to all of your guys' hard work, dedication, and perseverance over the last 4 years. And I know it's been especially hard this last year and a half. It's also a great step in the right direction for your guys' professional career development. Sigma stands for, excellence in nursing and in healthcare overall. So it's just really a great start to your career in nursing. I'm so proud of you guys again, and I know you guys are going to make great Royal RNs, and I'm so excited to see what you guys do in your future. Again, congratulations and welcome.
All right, now we're going to begin our induction process. So if you'll bear with us for a second while we prepare. All right, as your name is called, please progress across the stage where you will receive your cords, your certificate, and you will sign the induction book. Maya Bushman. Abigail Cohen. Okay. We did have a few students who weren't able to be with us tonight. So I failed to recognize Liana Bruno, who could not be here. Todd Berta, who is the Chief Nursing Officer at Regional Hospital of Scranton. He was inducted, he is being inducted as a community leader. Laura Campbell also was unable to attend with us. Next we have Hannah Crilly. Michael DiGiovini. Did I kill it? Victoria Ditchkus is also unable to be here with us this evening. Fiona Dunn. Matthew Farrell. Chelsea Hafner was unable to be here with us as well. Caitlin Harding. Glenn Johnson. Jesse Cabana was also unable to attend this afternoon. Next we have Carly Kloss. Kelly Locke was unable to attend this evening, as was Perry Langbin. Next we have Joseph Link. Lauren Marmon. Valerie McDermott. Alexa Michelson was unable to attend this evening. Antonio Nikolic. Valerie Panicali. Amelia Preskop. Brianna Ragone. Desiree Santaserio was unable to be here with us this evening. Catherine Shin. Nicole Scherter. Sarah Stafford. Aaron Taburin. Anna Totsky, Stephanie Walsh, and Emma Williams were also unable to be with us this evening. And last but not least, Jessica Robalewski. Congratulations to all of our inductees. Next, we have Dr. Mimi Kowaleski, who is our keynote speaker. And Dr. Kowaleski has her presentation via the board.
Good evening, and welcome to the University of Scranton's Sigma Theta Tau Induction. I would like to say congratulations to the University of Scranton's 2021 inductees to the Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society of Nursing. It is quite an honor to be chosen for inclusion in this honor society. Sigma Theta Tau represents love, honor, and courage. And this organization was founded to advance the nursing profession as a science, to support nursing scholarship, and to recognize nursing's leaders. Membership is by invitation to baccalaureate and graduate nursing students who demonstrate excellence in scholarship and to nurse leaders exhibiting exceptional achievements in nursing. Sigma was one of the first organizations to fund nursing research in the United States. The purpose of Sigma is to recognize superior achievement in scholarship, to recognize the development of leadership qualities, to foster high professional standards, to encourage creative work, and to strengthen the commitment to the ideals and purposes of the nursing profession. The importance of an honor society for nursing is that with nearly 4 million registered nurses, nursing is the nation's largest professional healthcare group that is critical to every healthcare delivery system worldwide. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic that has rocked the world this past year, Sigma nurses stand out for their scholarship, their knowledge, and integrity. Knowledge acquisition and scholarship begin early in nursing education and continue throughout a nurse's entire career. Sigma nurses as frontline healthcare workers are well positioned to lead for change and innovation. During the COVID pandemic, it was nurses that regularly developed innovative solutions for their critically ill patients. Integrity in nursing is an essential element of becoming a Sigma nurse. Since 1999, nurses have topped the Gallup's Honesty and Ethics list in all but 1 year, which was 2001, when firefighters edged nurses out by 1 point. Dealing with this pandemic has put the healthcare profession, nursing especially, in a unique yet challenging position this past year. And challenging is putting it nicely. With the uncertainty of caring for COVID patients overshadowing nursing, nursing relied on integrity to maintain its personal and professional standards of care. Integrity, or having a strong moral principle and being honest, are essential elements to protect our patients and for adopting the beliefs and values set by our nursing regulatory organizations. The Nursing Code of Ethics establishes the nurse's primary commitment to the patient, yet it then goes on to state that the nurse owes the same duty to self as others. Under the pandemic-induced stress, nursing's obligations of providing safe patient care and protecting themselves many times clashed. Nurses then must have to decide how much care they can provide to others while also caring for themselves. Today's nurse must be supported in these decisions. They must have adequate PPE, safe working environment, reasonable hours worked, and adequate staff to do the work. Today, nurses are experiencing various and varying degrees of moral distress and moral outrage arising from the gaps between what should be doing and what we are actually doing under these adverse conditions. Often, it feels as if it is impossible to do the right thing. In order to persevere, nursing needs to focus on what is in our control to meet the demands of the situation with integrity and to bargain for what we need to fix. Recognize our moral distress. For nurses, this may cause a shift of our perspectives, so stay focused and remember why you became a nurse. Ask for support when needed. Intensify your connections with mentors, managers, leaders, and friends. Patients we all encounter have a unique experience with their nurses, which then shapes their perception of what nursing does and what nursing is. The public's perception of nursing varies with their personal exposure with nursing and depends on you, the nurse. Nursing has always answered the call to serve their communities during times of crisis. During COVID, it was no different, where nurses were often the only human contact that sick and dying patients had human interactions with. It was the nurses' creativity that found ways to communicate with their patients, their bravery that led them to walk into a COVID room knowing the risk to themselves, and their compassion that soothed and cared for these frightened patients. It is our integrity in these situations that defines our character. The nurses who FaceTimed with patients when visiting was prohibited, the nurses who socially distanced from their families while caring for COVID patients, the nurses that cried after losing a patient only to prepare to care for another. Nurses belong to one of the most distinguished healthcare professions whose function is promoting awareness of disease prevention while providing quality patient care. To me, the greatest compliment as a nurse is when your coworkers identify you as someone trustworthy and reliable, that you will do the right thing and that you can be counted on, or that you will assist as needed. The one they want to care for their loved one when they are admitted to the hospital. Providing this type of patient care that is above reproach is what makes an outstanding nurse. That is what Sigma promotes as we celebrate our incoming Sigma Theta Tau inductees. Congratulations.
We thank Dr. Kowaleski from afar. Our next speaker is Kylie Bushta. She is the Iota Omega Chapter Vice President, and I believe she will be doing hers remotely as well.
Good evening. My name is Kylie Bushta, the president of Sigma Theta Tau and a graduate of the class of 2020. First and foremost, congratulations everyone on your induction into Sigma Theta Tau as well as on your upcoming graduation. You have all worked so hard these last few years, and it is finally time to celebrate all of your achievements. Now that you have been inducted into Sigma Theta Tau, you have the opportunity to become active members within the society. It is a great way to stay engaged, form relationships with other members, and provides professional and leadership development throughout your nursing career. You have all excelled in academics and will soon take on a new role as nursing professionals. Once again, congratulations, guys. I wish you the best as you embark on this next chapter of your life.
And we thank Kylie as well from afar. If you'll indulge me, I'd like to take a minute to introduce members of our chapter who have worked so hard to plan this ceremony for you. Dr. Marion Farrell and myself serve as faculty counselors for our chapter. You met our president and vice president. We also have a president-elect, Juliana Kane. Dr. Lisa Lesneski is our treasurer. And Dr. Ann Culp is our leadership succession chairperson. And Dr. Joanne Nicoteri is the chairperson of the governance committee. And Dr. Karen Robeson is an adjunct faculty who works very hard with us every year at Sigma to help us plan. And last but not least, Dr. Wendy Minetti, a past president who has taken the bull by the horns this year to plan our ceremony. We also would like to take this opportunity to thank your parents, your family, and your friends for the support that they've given you through the years. I'm sure they are so proud of you today, and they have much to be proud of. We too, as a faculty, are proud and happy for your accomplishments, and we wish you all the best as you begin your journey as a Royal RN and as a member of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society. I'd like to invite Dr. Joanne Nicoteri to come up for some closing remarks. My apologies.
This concludes the Sigma Theta Tau International Iota Omega 2020-2021 induction ceremony. I must say this feels so good to have this in person rather than the entire ceremony over Zoom. Congratulations on behalf of the chapter, and we wish you well in your careers. Once again, we would like to thank all our inductees for their hard work and dedication, and your families, relatives, and friends for the tremendous support they provided throughout this journey. As you heard, Sigma Theta Tau in Greek means love, courage, and honor. You are embarking on new endeavors, one of which is membership in this prestigious organization. We encourage you to be an active member at either the local or perhaps even the global level. We need you to bring love, courage, and honor through the next decade to sustain the Iota Omega chapter and its parent Sigma Theta Tau, the 99-year-old institution, into its next century. You may choose what your membership and participation will be, but your organization needs you to be visible. Love what you do, have the courage to do what you will, and honor all nurses. Thank you, and God bless you, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you again, everyone. The ceremony has concluded. We wish you a lovely evening.